Hey, now I just got to make sure my sound is good. I should have bloody done this first. Hey, everybody. Okay, we'll just go with it. And I think I'll handle that. My hand has to go this way. All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome in, going live again. Hopefully, this time I've made sure it's not on private. So, welcome. Welcome in. What a day. Hopefully, this finds you settling into your Friday evening if you live here in Australia or wherever you're tuning in from. I hope your day's been good, and I hope you haven't had to deal with any pricks or anything like that. My day's actually been quite good. It was very busy, but it was good. I'm a little uncomfortable because I have no music, but you got to do what you got to do when you need to bribe a 9-year-old. So anyway, she has my phone. So no tunes, but let's just go straight in. I'm like a couple of minutes early and we're going to go for it. Now, I've done some meditating just before and I drew the eagle spirit, freedom for us here. And it was quite fitting with everything else that came through. And I've taken some notes from my guides. So the message from the eagle for me was freedom is attainable at any given time to us all, which I'm sure we are all aware, but sometimes we need that gentle reminder. And it is about breaking free of the imposed prison in which we can find ourselves, and that itself is a choice too. And the next thing was never hand over the reins to another, which guilty, been there, done that, never again. So, for a lot of you, it could be really finding yourself settling into yourself, like, I'm not doing this shit no more. And like really changing it up and just following what feels right for you. Now, this can make us also feel like, oh, this feels a little bit wrong because it's upsetting people. But important here to just ground yourself. If we think of the eagle itself, they can fly up to 10,000 feet, which is like, it's either I think it's like 3,000 or 30,000 meters, which is pretty fucking high. And their eyesight, that perspective that they can have is pretty incredible. And even just the essence of them and the way that they, glide around with their big wingspan. But the eagle could be significant in your life. I know the times where I've seen them have been quite symbolic for me. Now, these are a few channel downloads that come through. First things first, which one of you is a Cool and the Gang fan? Because literally last Friday, I don't know if I did the live last Friday, but I kept hearing, yes, it's ladies' night. And I kind of dismissed it. But anyway, tonight the song Celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Now that song, I was like, I gotta find out like what is the fucking go with this. That song is a universal anthem inspired by a passage into the Quran where angels celebrate the creation of Adam. I was just like, fucking hell, who would have thought? So that song itself is about celebrating and recognizing the joy and the adventure and the fun essence of life that we should celebrate regardless of our circumstances and no matter the circumstances. So that song could be symbolic, that band could be symbolic to someone. The next thing was, now I have not watched this show probably since like 1995, but Xena, Warrior Princess. Xena come through. And that archetype of Xena, now she obviously Xena does mean warrior princess. Her story, though, her story is what is pretty incredible. Now, she was a ruthless warlord who used her power for destruction with her destructive army. But after being redeemed by good old Hercules, she embarked on the path of atonement, seeking to right her wrongs. She, you think of what she did using all that exuding strength and everything, learning how to utilize it in a way that it benefits everyone else. Oh, I don't have to keep fucking shit up. I can actually use this to help people. I think like, maybe I'm connecting with someone who, like me, has fire on their ascendant. Now, if that is the case for you, you could have a little tendency to pop off at different times. And I know personally for me, it's been something that I've been told to squish down. Look, to be fair, maybe it's come out at not the correct time, but other times it really has been a driving force that's been like a protector for me. And learning to actually utilize that, it's also helped me in many ways. So I feel like the message here is to not shit on yourself if you have different aspects of yourself. Like, this is learning about embracing those shadows. Like, the shadow isn't, oh, we've got to rid ourselves of the shadow. No. First step is obviously being aware of the shadow and recognizing and learning how to utilize it in your life in a more positive way. So she also had Gabrielle. I mean, back in the 90s, it was a bit taboo to, really say what it was that they had, but she was Demon's soulmate. And together they really pushed through. You could be finding yourself really meeting people who are on your level and connecting in new ways. Yeah, there was something else. Oh, all right. Now this wasn't today, but it has come up today. So I heard very distinctly, and it was kind of a little creepy. When I was going to bed the other night, I see you. And now that was in a masculine voice. And I tapped into that a little further here because it come back up during my meditation. And the first thing was because you're being watched, oblivious by someone smooth. But also, it's also someone is recognizing, like, I understand what you're going through. And maybe that is my message to you guys, is that I don't sit here up on a fucking pedestal thinking that I know everything. I've worked through my own demons and continue to. And, throughout all the bullshit and the struggle in life, I'm in a space where I believe that, it hasn't been for fucking nothing. And if I can help anyone in some way, then that's what I want to do. So a lot of you could be really feeling that imposter, like an imposter in your own life. And this could be like, maybe you've had a bit of a rough past, and now, like, you're coming into a space where you potentially can be recognized for the beautiful gifts that you have. And you might feel like, oh no, like they're going to find out about, XYZ 20 years ago. Ugh. And you've just got to really allow yourself to strip that away. And I think coming back to this freedom is what a lot of you are embracing at this time, and knowing that you can obtain it any second. So let's jump into some cards. That is the vibe. That is what come through, and we'll just see where it leads us. So I'm going to use the Power of Intention cards to start. A bit rude that nobody has joined me yet, but that's okay. I'm also kidding. Let's go. So where is this intention taking the collective here, Spirit? What wants to come out? Ooh, forgive everyone. Someone might be an Aries. Maybe you may have watched the Aries reading this week, and what come up in that? Sorry, an Aries short that I did this morning, forgiveness. Revenge, anger, and hatred are exceedingly low energies that keep you from matching up the attributes of the universal force. A simple thought of forgiveness towards anyone who might have angered you in the past will raise you to the level of spirit and aid you in your individual intentions. And it really does. And not only that, it actually like gets a big weight off your shoulders to be like, when we can see people for who they truly are, understand that we all eat to shit, basically, no one here is better than anyone else. We can gain compassion for another. I'm still never going to get used to the fact that it should be this eye. Ooh. Anyway, we can gain compassion for other people through humbling ourselves to realize that a lot of people are really the byproduct of their environment, of their childhood, of their life. And it is a tough gig to go within and to start shedding away all those layers of who the world has molded us to be. But again, that comes back to that choice. There are some that will, and there are some that won't. And that's not for us to judge. That may just be their path. But for you, I feel like you're really coming into this space where seeing now, okay, well, what do I achieve by still being angry? What do I achieve from not forgiving? I only achieve lots of thoughts, bitter thoughts that consume me and affect my whole fucking day because they truly do. They truly do. And it's also learning there to recognize those triggers when they come up. Okay, I've got a message from someone, I don't want to talk to them. I don't actually have to read that right now. I don't have to engage in things that are going to trigger me. You're allowed to take a step back and have yourself in a more balanced state before doing anything. And look, forgiveness doesn't happen overnight, like Pantene. But it does happen. It does happen. And it must come from within. It's just like I hate the whole like say sorry, like with kids as they're growing up. Of course, they need to learn about things, but an apology is something personally, it must come from the heart because just saying the word sorry often don't mean shit. It has to be that shift within. So let's see what has been bringing this on for you guys, for the collective. What are the seeding factors here? Someone could have children. We've got 2 childs here. And the garden. Could definitely be stepping into a space where you're starting to feel young again. And I mean that in the sense of you're remembering like, you know, back being a kid when there wasn't the pressures of, oh, what bill do I have to pay? I have to fucking do grocery shopping. Right? You're kind of just being, and there's lots of shit happening around you, but majority of the time you're in your own little world. It could be like a gathering that's coming up for you, but there's something where there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth in this garden. There's a lot of everything's in bloom. Now in the southern hemisphere here in Australia, we are going to be heading into our spring season. Thank fuck, because can it over the code. But this could be something that's blossoming, and maybe throughout this like last 3 months period, you've really been like nourishing and planting those seeds of intention of the trajectory of where you want your life to actually go. Butterflies could be really symbolic here, and you could really just be stepping out of that cocoon phase, the hermit mode, where you've been really going through some deep internal transformation here. Someone's name could start with J, and I'm also getting 26 or 20. We've also got 13 here. Someone could have 13-year-old daughter. We've also got our 2 different complexions here. These 2 beautiful little girls. You could find yourself really finding yourself attracting people that maybe you are not usually attracted to. And this could be like on that soul level. Oh, I'm just out here like catching butterflies. Oh, look, me too. Like you're beginning to know that I don't actually have to sit around and wait for all these fucking losers to want to do the things that I want to do. I'm going to start pursuing those things that I want to do. And it's like you're just learning to follow where the universe's lead, like following those signs, heading down the path. And we're not quite certain where the path leads us. But I know in this garden that, I'm not overly concerned that I'm going to be bashed and killed around the corner there. Like, it's an inviting corner, it's an inviting garden. Someone could have like a really nice pergola garden setting. Maybe this is a place where you get a lot of things come up. Gladiolas. I don't know if that's what that flower is, but gladiolas could be significant to someone. Alrighty. This could be a situation that does involve children too, or the bringing together of two families. It's always a hard gig. All right, let's dive in with a little Rider-Waite here. Clarify these children for us here, Spirit, please. Knight of Cups. Could be an offering coming in for you, offering of love. This is something that's, bringing a lot of joy and bringing a lot of happiness. And someone's like really intensely wanting to give that to you. Be dealing with a water sign, or someone here could be a water sign. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. There's hesitancy here, or there's like trying to manage obligations in order to come forward and be present and be in this. There's that Two of Pentacles there. Page of Swords. Someone's really watching from afar before, this is that back and forth. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Like, what moves are collective making? And you could be quite silent at this time. Like, maybe you are really family focused at the moment and putting back into that, helping things grow at home, nourishing the family life, learning how to forgive like past hurts, past people, past bullshit that, has really been causing a lot of upheaval for someone. We do have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck here with Gemini energy. But I feel like whoever I'm talking with, like, this is coming back to that Xena. Like, she was very much in her masculine for a long period of life, very angry, very action orientated. And when she's, stepped in and this redemption, she's learning how to soften, learning how to, act with intention. I'm not going to cut your head off today, but I might later on. But learning more about that negotiating, I'm really getting Libra energy here too. But more of that, learning how to balance those forces and those energies that are very present within us and that do get overextended in different areas. Show me the collective's energy here, please. Okay. Some of you could be I've got air sign energy here. We've got the King of Swords, Aquarius energy, King of Pentacles, got our Taurus Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. Got a page here. Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands. I feel like you're really leveling up in a lot of ways when it comes to the way you want to make money, the way you communicate, and also how you are, like, some of you could really have experienced a glow up recently where you're feeling a lot more confident in who you are. And this has been something that's like a long time coming. Like, this is a choice that you're making in order to go forward. It's been like definitely a crossroads in life that's, you're seeing your path now and the direction in which you would wish to take. Knowing now like what you're going to be entertaining and feeding into, nourishing, growing, really harnessing a lot of stability in your own life and a lot of clarity in doing so. Learning how to now like detach yourself and making those head over heart decisions. Seeing people very clearly as well. I see you being really focused on just mindset and finances at this time. Passion. I'm no longer going to be doing jobs that fucking suck. And look, I'd love to elaborate on that a little bit more. Like I've been in plenty of jobs throughout my life and often been like, oh, why do I hate it now? Is it the people? Is it the job? But like, I'm a firm believer in like I don't think we should hate what we fucking do. Like whoever made up this slog of it's like, oh, you gotta like work your fucking ass off, be exhausted, and fucking just do it and do it and do it until you're like 80. Then you can retire and you can somewhat enjoy a little bit of your earnings, and then you die. Like next, no, fuck no, not I, said the little red hen. And I feel like you're really discovering this within you now, and knowing that you have that choice. And it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. It can seem quite erratic or drastic when someone is to say leave a long-term relationship, leave a job full time, leaving that stability in order to pursue something else, something more fulfilling. And what happens when we endure being in these things that make us feel like shit? What is the benefit of that? What good are we to anybody else when we're feeling that way? I feel like maybe some of you have really been experiencing that like lack of joy for fucking life. And these aren't people that are like stupid. These aren't freaking people that don't know nothing. Like we've got energies here of people who are very they've worked hard to get to that level to where they are now. And so open to learn something new as well, keeping that childlike essence, that fresh energy here. And I think a lot of you are really stepping into this now. And I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Because you may be getting a lot of a lot of people watching, like, oh, what's collective doing? Oh my God, I can't believe I just. And this is where, this feeling may come. You know, have I made a wrong decision here? Like I'm really disappointed of the things that I've lost in my life. The things that haven't come through, the things that haven't been fulfilling. And being down in this energy is when that imposter syndrome can really see, well, who the fuck am I to think that I can do that, to achieve that? Well, I'm here to tell you right now, you can achieve anything that you want as long as you set your mind to it. Thank you, Dr. Emmett Brown. You really can. Or maybe it was like, what's his name? George McFly said that in his book. But anyway, Back to the Future. Like, just have to say, great trilogy, that one. Anyway. So I'm curious, what are we looking at here with this Two of Wands? Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Looking at, and putting an end to how you want to grow in life, the things that you want to entertain and nourish. Who's that Ten of Swords in particular? Page of Cups. Star in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You could have really been putting yourself out there and trying, fucking trying with someone. And it has not come about. And in fact, it's almost had you sort of given up hope here. There's been like a lack of someone could be dealing with an Aquarius here or a Pisces, a water sign. But, someone may have really looked at you like, you don't have enough for me. You don't have enough for me, or you're not good enough for me because I can't see your pentacles, or you're doing this, you're doing that. But it's like you put forward an offer that came from the heart, even though it was small, even though it might not have this could even be like someone else met you with a lot of immaturity, wanted to offer you something from an unhealed space. And you're just like, well, I would rather focus on my pentacle than entertain this shit. Something has ended here. Something's been painful. There's been some betrayal. There's been like, someone could have really made you feel like, oof, that hurt. All right, let's get back to this other thing. So, what's the go with Knight of Cups? Where's he showing up? Ooh, something unexpected. Who is this Knight of Cups to the collective here? Four of Wands. Could be someone that you are in a partnership or relationship with, or this could be someone that there's been potential there. Definitely, maybe someone that you considered a soulmate. You know, 1111 is jumping out here, but at one point there was a lot of harmony within a connection and a lot of hope for what you could achieve, what you could build together. And even like it made other people happy to see you together. Could have been a lot of social expectations on this relationship. What's the Page of Swords? Five of Pentacles. Someone watching from afar. Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Could have been had to be very quite direct with somebody at some point. Someone could have really had you feeling like on the outside, and you've sort of turned your back on this to be like, actually, no more, no more. Could be you walking away here too with this, someone had no heart in a situation. There wasn't like, and there's not a great deal of emotion here in this situation. They're all empty, all the cups. Someone not putting in their equal share here. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Knight of Swords. Something could happen. Ooh, okay, someone's getting the wake-up call. Someone's got a choice to make, and this might come in for them quite quickly. With the Judgment, they're getting like a very loud bark in their head, and yeah, Spirit's like, "What the fuck you doing? You're meant to be with this person." Someone like just getting a lot of like judgy energy here. That judgy, like someone that's very materialistic. Now, this isn't to say that they're a bad person because of that, but they may not have acted with from their heart in circumstances, rather looking at an overall benefit in some way. Jay could be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Ten of Pentacles on the bottom. It's like I'm ready to invest. Collective. Duk, 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 duk. Ah. Someone could be into sunflowers, could be into like harvesting sunflowers, or yeah, someone could really even just that color, like yellow. Someone could wear yellow really well. And go you, because I feel like it's a color that is not worn enough, really. All right, I'm getting lost in them. Let's grab another deck. Yeah. What's this person thinking? Like, what's with the judgment? What's with the juggling? Like, why are they taking so long? Seduction. Oh, they might be caught up. Attraction, teasing, hooking up and date, third party, temptation. That's exactly right. Like someone's trying to have their cake and eat it too here. Someone's like, oh, a lolly. Mm. Like someone's got not a great deal of willpower here. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. Okay, so here's the judgment. Here's the juggling. Teddy bear. Someone here could cuddle really nicely, but it's like there's still no commitment in here. There's still no like I want to be. I'll date you. I'll date you. So it's all very fresh and like coming back to that child energy. Like it's all very like. But I'm pretty sure we're probably all adults here. And I feel like my collective who I'm chatting with, like, just be fucking direct with me. Call a spade a spade. And, this could be where that walking away is. It's like, I know what I want. I know I'm fucking valuable. And I'm not getting that here. And I mean, this is something that you could have already addressed with somebody. And it's like, your actions are not matching your words. And sometimes, like with her, it's like, yes, I will deliver that cold, hard truth. You want fries with that? Twin flame at the bottom of the deck. What are their current thoughts? What are their current thoughts for the collective with this Ace of Pentacles? Mirror. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. You could have really like withdrawn your energy just in general if you are communicating with this person at this time. And that is very much like, okay, if that's what you're going to give me, then this is what you'll get back. So you're really sort of mirroring that behavior. And that is causing someone to introspect, to self-reflect, to be like, oh, I don't think I did anything, did I? And yes, you did. Girl with the snake, charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. Now, I feel like there's definitely something else involved in this, blocking this connection. What do your angels have to say about that? Fucking 33 minutes. Bullshit. Where did that time go? What do the angels have to say here? Manifestation in the reverse. Trust. It's like you could be really feeling quite disappointed. Like she kind of looks fucking pretty low vibey, to be honest. She looks sad. I mean, okay, she's got somewhat of a peaceful face, but that, hugging the knees in, like, you could be feeling like it's never going to happen for you, or that things aren't coming about in the way you hoped. Could be really just sitting with yourself at this time, but like somewhat not believing, and you're being reminded to continue to have trust. Trust what you feel, trust what you know, and trust that love is meant for you in this lifetime. That lack of trust in spirit is, almost an offering to, really connect further. Being open to the signs and also open to that, it's all happening as it's meant to. We can really feel like, oh, well, that didn't go to plan, or that didn't go to plan, but it's like it's all happening every second, just as it's meant to, for your greater good, for your own ability to transmute and to grow and to thrive. So don't give up hope here. Let's see this person's next actions, and then I'll piss off. Because it's ladies' night and it's Friday night. And I'm watching The Return of the King, Lord of the Rings. Yes, we started them the other night. We're up to number 3. And I just love those movies. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to focus and shuffle. What is this person's next actions towards the collective? All right, we've got justice here. Someone could be born 1966. Professionalism and reliability. Someone's understanding now, like, oh, ooh, you don't play like non-equal give and take, all right? Well, there's sort of something's going to be balancing out. We've also got the sun here. That's a nice sign. We've got the 7 of meals, organic foods. Like someone's understanding, like, you know, you weren't just grown in a freaking mass production. Like you're organic. Like there's more care to be taken with the organic food. There's more, more time to consider with the organic food, more preparation. Oh no, make sure there's no pesticides. That someone's seeing now like how pure you are, and also very healthy for them too. Maybe the farmers market could be a vibe this weekend for someone. Got the world, out of this world. Follow your curiosity. Someone does like toy with the idea of, I wonder what it really would be like to be with someone healed, someone whole. And I feel like, they're to infinity and beyond. Like the opportunities are endless in like a divine connection. Ace of pleasures, use fire with caution. Camping could be a weekend away for some of you. And we've got the Ace of Meals, again, that Ace of Pentacles showing up. So sweet and so fresh. Sweets, candies, lollipops, desserts. Someone's saying now, like, it's something that I want to be tasting every day. Something that tastes really good. It feels good for me. It smells good. Like you could have a really nice smell. Someone here does. But if we think of dessert and sweets and candies, like all those treats in general, like you are a treat. You're like a treat to someone, and someone really wants to show up for you now and do that. They're understanding now. There is like an essence. Use fire with caution. Like, don't fuck with me because I'll pop off. But I like this. It feels like there's a new cycle that's coming up, and a more balanced one at that. Instead of it just being as it has been, like someone really wants to feel refreshed, like have a new start here, new dawn of a new day. Alrighty, closing message for you guys. Let's get one of these. What can support collective's energy at this time? Zen circle, make an enso to be free. Let the spirit create through the physical body. If you're struggling with being you rather than the somebody else of your Insta feed, consider the enso. Traditionally, this sacred symbol, where are we? Is drawn using only one brush stroke. Allowing for no modifications, mishappen as it may be, this circle exists as it is. There is beauty in imperfection, it teaches. We must learn to let go of expectations and comparison and accept our innermost selves. Seemingly simple yet endlessly complex, the misshapen, is a manifestation of the true individual that is you. Consider too the Enso represents you at the very moment that you drew it, this present moment. I really like that. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. Fuck yeah. Angel number 8 could be someone's number here. No, 8's are great. Look at that, infinity. It's like that boundless, infinite energy. According to numerology, every number is connected to a vibrational energy that encompasses meaning. If you keep seeing the number 8, then it's likely that you are on track with your goals in life in general. It doesn't get much better. You're going with the flow of what your angels have in store for you. Number 8, as we just said, sign of infinity. Take this as infinite love, confidence, compassion, money, or other abundance you desire. And it is also the symbol of karma. Didn't know that one. Take time to be grateful for how far you've come and consider how you can give back to others. Xena. Xena, it's totally Xena vibes. Yeah, some of you really are seeing now, like, you are of value. What you have been through, you haven't been through for no fucking reason. And you could be feeling like there's a bit of a driving force for you guys too. And really tapping in to the universe and to the glorious essence of it all. Acupressure mat could be good. Frankincense, beautiful holy grail of essential oils here. Citrus or citrine. Yeah, citrine, but be careful as citrine is very amplifying, and for a fire sign can like trigger those little pop-off moments. But let there be light. The choice made at creation can be your choice today. I love how these are all tying in. Like a wheatgrass shot for the soul, citrine is a high five, cup half full kind of crystal, radiating the colors and energy of the sun and the solar plexus chakra, the body's pleasure center, the success zone. Use it in meditation to manifest what you want. Is it money you need? You've picked the right card. Relief from pain? Place citrine over your heart. A desire for greater confidence? Wear citrine jewelry. I've got citrine on right now, actually. You just have to choose it. That's it. Like, maybe some of you could have like your little crystal collection and you're now really intuitively picking for each day. But that's a message for someone. The frame drum. Drumming, it turns out, is women's business. And it's been that way since ancient times. The first named drummer in history was I'm going to butcher this, Mesopotamian. All right, with this guy, he lived back in 2380 BC. At that time and over later centuries, drumming priestesses led community rituals. I'm not going to go in and read the whole thing, but there might be a women's circle or, something that you see that might, you being open to all these things that are coming, that are popping up around you now. And you might find yourself really called or drawn. And I highly encourage that, as it's a great energy shift and like great release. I play drums and it is just so good. I'm going to have a go. Have a bash now. I'm going to get off because I'm feeling like I'm starting to make it awkward. And no one joined me again. Disappointed. And anyway, love yous all. I do want to take this time, if you're still here and you watch the replay of this, that how very grateful I am for all my new subscribers. Like, you have no idea how joyful that makes my heart, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you all and I send you my love. And I will see you, if you ever show up to a live stream, in the next one. Bye, guys.